Is not recording video just for the sake of recording video. It's recording
Mm-hmm.
video because there is a use to recording video. Yes. If it's gonna be serving a purpose, okay, go ahead and do it. But it's just because you see other people are doing it and you want to copy that. Okay, you can copy, but make sure and be mindful that like of what the reasons are, what the purposes are, what the purpose is. Sorry, and what the impact can be.
Recording audio, it's a skill that you need
Mhm.
to master. So it takes a learning curve, right? It's not something that you master from one day to another. You need to, for example, learn about microphones and what's the best microphone for recording the podcast, how to set the right space for recording good quality audio, preparing the files, etc., etc. If you have, for example, an interview format, you need to book the interviews, getting the audio in the show edited, talking to people, etc., etc., etc. It's a lot of things that you need to master first, so you can have like a real good podcast. Not only that sounds perfect, but that shares a real message and reaches thousands of people, right? So think about trying to learn all this stuff and also trying to learn how to do video, the good angles, the good camera angles, the good lighting, and also the other algorithms with YouTube, for example, or
Yeah,
Facebook.
and the
That's a
editing
lot.
process is gonna be a
Yeah,
lot more complex.
yeah, completely. That's a lot of time, of extra time. So imagine if you now have a podcast and you know that editing a podcast takes time. Now
Hmm.
imagine editing a podcast and also a video podcast.
Yeah,
It's a lot of time, right? So the thing is that you need to master first the recording audio, that you feel confident about it, that you have a system set up so you can be consistent and avoid pod fading, right? We talked
hmm,
a couple episodes before about pod fading, so if you don't know, make sure to check that out. And then when you have that master and you know how to promote it, maybe then you can start thinking about video, right? It's
hmm.
also you need to consider if you work, for example, with a team. We both, for example, if we decided to use video, it should be both of us. So it's a lot of things to consider, right? So
That, yeah.
our clear recommendation is first master audio recording, and then maybe ask yourself, will recording video help my audience? Will
Yeah,
recording video increase the impact and value I offer to my audience? So yeah.
that's right. I think that that question is on point, Sebastian, because it's not recording video just for the sake of recording video. It's recording
Mm-hmm.
video because there is a use to recording video. Yes. If it's gonna be serving a purpose, okay, go ahead and do it. But it's just because you see other people are doing it and you want to copy that. Okay, you can copy, but make sure and be mindful that like of what the reasons are, what the purposes are, what the purpose is. Sorry, and what the impact can be.
Mm-hmm.
However, and as Sebastian said, do not get into video recording until you have mastered audio recording. Because believe me, it's a totally different beast. You're gonna have to learn a lot of different skills, and you're both for preparing, for recording, and for producing and post producing everything. So that's gonna be very important. And also make sure that the video fits into a strategy. This is gonna
Mm-hmm.
be very important. If there is no strategy for the video, so what are you creating it for?
Yeah, that's right.
Focus on what you know best and be strategic with your resources. Remember, you have limited resources in terms of time, money, and probably if you have a team. So, like how much work you can allocate or you can give that team, because video takes a lot of time and a lot of money to produce. You know, it's time consuming to produce. So be mindful of that. What's the impact you're gonna have with video, and where it fits in your whole content and promotion and business strategy. So, going back to it, the initial statement,
Mhm.
take it easy, chill
Yeah.
out, relax, focus on audio only to begin with. Okay, go
Yeah.
just with audio for a few months, get familiar with it. Make sure you systemize, simplify, automate, delegate as many processes as you can. Okay, so then you can consider adding more layers to your content creation process.
That is right, man. All right. Anything else to say? I think we cover it all.
Yes, I do have one more thing to say.
Okay, come on. Throw it back.
Share this episode with somebody you are sure or you think might find it valuable and useful. Right now.
Right now.
Doesn't matter what you okay, if you're driving, okay, like once you pull over, that's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But
Be safe
as
and
soon
then
as you
share.
can, yeah,
Mhm.
be safe. Yeah. Safety is first. Share this episode with somebody you're sure is gonna get benefit from it. Spread the love, help spread the message. And also, we have a lot of stuff for you if you're planning on starting a podcast show or if you're running a podcast show.
That is right. We have tons of resources for you. We are sure you will find at least one resource that you can benefit from at audiencecoach.com/resources. So make sure to go there and let us know if you find something useful.
What's that link again, Sebastian?
audiencecoach.com/resources.
Okay, I liked your voice when you say that.
I know, man. I know.
Alrighty, I think that's been all for today. Thank you very much for being with us in another episode of the Audience Coach podcast, and see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.